don't know what it is about the celebrity handlers, but they're always dragging me away from my interview. So this interview went longer than I was supposed to take, as pretty much always. Most of the questions were questions people asked me to ask him, and the last few are my questions. So imagine my surprise when I asked him about being visited by aliens, and he starts describing something that had happened to me. It really blew me away. So that kind of made for an interesting interview for me. And at the end, you'll hear me make some kind of squawk. And what had happened was I put my arms out to give him a hug. And he hugged me so hard, I thought he was going to pop my head off. So enjoy the interview. This is PS Love with thenakedlaugh.com. If you want to hear more interviews, go to thenakedlaugh.com.
Okay,
Sammy,
me,
my
baby.
first question. Now, can you drive 55?
As I get older, I'm becoming more responsible, and I'm also, my eyes aren't as good as they used to be, so I'm not as reckless, but I still love to drive fast.
Yeah.
But in good, good daylight, no traffic. In the old days, when I was 25, I'd be like,
You're immortal then,
I'm becoming more careful as I get older, unfortunately.
Okay, you're known for your gorgeous curls. And someone asked me to ask you, what hair products do you use?
Okay, that's a good question because my wife, my gorgeous wife,
She's beautiful.
yes, you could tell that she would be the one that buys the hair products, and I use whatever she brings home.
Yeah.
And she has different hair than me. Her hair is kind of like thinner, she has more silkier hair, and I have bushy hair like a horse's tail,
Yeah.
But see, I'm doing an interview.
I know, it's a good one too.
And so I use her hair products, but I think the secret to having curly hair is that you don't blow dry it because it turns into a big frizz ball.
Yeah, afro.
And after you wet it, after you wash it, you put leave-in conditioner, just a little bit, and then just let it dry. Go shake your head all over the place and just let it dry. Don't touch it until it's dry, and then you start messing with it. That's the secret to my hairdo anyway, right? And there's one other secret, and that's like you don't wash it every time with shampoo. Every other time you only use conditioner. You go in and you wet it, and you put conditioner in it and wash and scrub it just like you do, just like you're washing it with shampoo, and then rinse it out. But no shampoo.
So you just kind of build up the conditioner on there a little bit?
Kind of, and then it looks like you came off the beach, because my hair looks, when I come out of the ocean, man, I'm looking good.
Yeah.
I smell like a fish, but I look great.
You always look great, by the way. Okay, now, someone that reads my column says that ask him about the aliens.
Oh, that's a long subject. You thought the hair was long. I'm a firm believer that we are not the only people here, that I would be terrified. And when you understand, well, let me go over it. When you understand how big our universe, our galaxy, just use our galaxy is, that our little cluster of stars where we are, that little sun and the little cluster of planets where we are, it's so small, it's a dot, in the sky, that when you see how massive it is and you think we're the only ones here, that's terrifying. I would much rather believe that there's every kind of creature on the planet out there. There's probably some planets in other galaxies that are all dogs, and dogs drive cars, or drive airplanes, whatever. I mean, it's that goofy, but we are not the only life form on this planet, and if we are, we're done. When we're gone, that's the end of it. I don't like to believe that.
Yeah.
So I believe in aliens completely, and they come here. They have wormholes, and they get here by ways we don't even understand.
So,
and I have been visited, yes.
Yeah, that was my next question. And what happened? And do you remember this, or?
Oh yeah, I woke up in the middle of a dream where I was being occupied. I was being tapped. It was in 1968, 67, 68. So before, computers and wireless telephones and all that stuff. And in a way, I would say if you put it in nowadays terms, which it still doesn't quite reach what happened, they were downloading information into my brain or downloading my brain into their information like an experiment. That's probably more like what it was. But, having a little bit of an ego, I like to think they were downloading information into me, and I'm special and I know some stuff nobody else knows.
You might.
Maybe, but I think
you seem to have the golden touch.
Yeah, I gathered some information somehow out of the process, but I caught them doing it, and they went, in telepathy, they said, oh, he's waking up, we got to end this, and they pulled the plug and did a numerical code that wasn't of our numerical system, and it went poof. And I opened my eyes, and I was in the whitest room I've ever been in my life, and within about a second, it turned black because it was in the middle of the night. But for a second, it was pure white. My eyes were open. I couldn't move until it turned black, and then it was like my body came back to me. It was really crazy.
That sounds a lot like an experiment.
It's the kind of thing you don't even like to...
That happened to me when I was like about 7.
Okay.
A very similar thing. I thought I was talking to Jesus.
Might have been.
No, he kept saying no.
Come on.
They got pissed at me.
Yeah, well, you see, I believe all that biblical stuff, most of it is UFO contact, but now that we're more intelligent human beings, they don't mess with us as much. They do it more secret. But I think everybody's had more experiences than they even know. Most people don't wake up. I woke up. If you woke up, that's the key to believing it. Because everybody else, some guy that's had the same experience maybe 10 times, if he didn't wake up, he's going, oh, you're full of crap, man. Oh, what are you, nuts? Yeah. Okay, fine. Next. Oh, no, she's fine. It's my girl, man.
Okay.
What are you going to ask? One question? All right.
Okay. I only have one question left. The octopus at the Shark Reef Aquarium?
What? Who? What?
There's an octopus at the Shark Reef Aquarium.
Yeah.
And he picked Marquez over Diaz in tomorrow night's fight.
Ooh.
Now, do you agree with the octopus?
Yeah. I like Marquez.
Yeah.
Marquez, I think, is one of the greatest fighters. Featherweight, lightweight, but Marquez, there's the two brothers though, but I don't know which one's fight. Not the Marquez that just got beat up really bad by Mayweather. It's his brother.
And I quit following boxing when John King came along.
Yeah, me and you, I almost have too, but I love the sport when it's a good fight.
I love the sport,
And I think Marquez over Diaz. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm making up, I'm giving you too much information. Marquez over Diaz, the octopus is right.
Yeah, the octopus is right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And will you play Where Eagles Fly for me tonight?
I wasn't going to, but let me get out there.
Please.
You see, Eagles Fly is such a spiritual kind of. It doesn't belong in a small nightclub. Nightclubs are down and dirty, so we were going to rock and be. We were going to make the Rolling Stones look like religious fanatics. Okay, we were going to make them look like priests.
Well, fit it in there. I was playing it today for my parent, who loves you, by the way. He hears your voice, he starts laughing. He hears your songs, he starts singing.
That's so awesome. See, he feels the heart, man.
And he heard another Van Halen song, from when you went there. And you know what he said? That isn't even a song. He literally said that.
Ooh, wow. Well,
and he loves
you give him tons of love. My mother wanted to be, that song sung at her funeral. Of course, I couldn't sing it. I was too tore up. But that song has birth and death rights. To me, it's that big, and it's hard to sing in a club. But let me see. Let's see how I feel. You got to feel that. I can't just say, oh, I'm going to do Eagles Fly now, la-di-da-di-da. You have to go. Take in a lot of information in your heart.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh.
Okay, great.